break with yours truly, Mr. Taliaferro, Jim Jones, El Capo. Jim Jones was on the Rap Radar podcast with Elliott Wilson and B-Dot. And as the conversation of hip-hop being dangerous or not being dangerous continues, Jim Jones is double downing on his opinion of hip-hop not only being dangerous, but being the most dangerous job you can have in America. All right? This is what Jim Jones said on the podcast. Check it out.
I was telling somebody the other day that to be a rap artist is the most dangerous job in the world.
Why you say that?
Wow, okay.
Why I say that?
Yeah.
It's more dangerous than going to war in Iraq. Because you're always on defense. You don't know who's who. People can get right up on you and try to do something to you. You're always getting into beef. How many times we heard rappers, tour buses get shot up this week?
You have a record speaking on that El Capo, talking about the good die young.
Yes. I mean, it's just the whole persona of being a rapper and shit is fucked.
So here's the crazy thing about this story. Jim Jones actually went back and forth with a war veteran about what's more dangerous, being a rapper or being in a war. Here's what the war veteran said. I heard the comments you made about being a rapper is harder than fighting a war in Iraq. You are allowed to have your opinion without any facts nor truth to it, but as a vet and hip-hop fan, I found it extremely disrespectful and ignorant. Here are some facts. My unit fought in Iraq in 2004, lost more Marines in 2 months than rappers in the past 3 years. Keep talking, but there is zero comparison. So Jim Jones responds. He said, here are the facts. Every nigga I grew up with is either dead or in jail, so you want to compare death tolls? It won't add up. You went to army and meet niggas you never knew or grew up with. I grew up with all these niggas in my life, so it hit different. You want to continue this debate? Y'all was shooting at kids and innocent bystanders in the midst of shooting at the enemy. We was kids shooting at kids, and that mentality spilled over to success. Remember, you knew who your enemies were. We don't, and everyone knows who we are because of our notoriety. So how you protect yourself from enemies you can't see. We all were in the same uniform. Everyone is drippy, but y'all had American uniforms on and the enemy had their uniform on. You had the choice of going to war. We didn't. We was at war. We was born. Let the church say amen. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not going here with Jim Jones. I disagree 100%. I disagree on every bit of this conversation. When you're a war veteran, you don't have the luxury at night to put on your jewelry, perform for 30 minutes, and make a nice living, all right? When you're a war veteran, you don't have the luxury to go to your $1 million crib at night. Jim Jones is using the streets and intertwining that with rap. Yes, there are a lot of rappers who have opted to not leave the streets when they became rappers, and for them, life is dangerous. I guarantee you, if you poll Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Big Sean, and artists of that magnitude and ask them, are their lives in danger or would they consider their job more dangerous than a war veteran, they'd say absolutely not. It's disrespectful to even put the two in the same category. You want to know why their lives are not dangerous? Because of the content in their music and because of the lives that they don't live. If you gotta live that life to still be a rapper, more power to you. But you can't just associate a rapper with being street. You cannot do that. That is not the narrative for every rapper. Some rappers leave that lifestyle. I know rappers that were really about that life that just don't do it anymore. Like, I have conversations with them. They're just not in the streets anymore because that was the point. Have you ever listened to Master P talk, Jim Jones? I guarantee you, as street as Master P was back in the day, he would not fix his lips to say it's more dangerous to be a rapper than it is to be in a war. I guarantee that. Now, if you're still in the streets, yes, what comes with that is dangerous. But you can't intertwine the two automatically. Like, if you're a rapper, you have to be a street dude. I think it's disrespectful to war veterans. Like, look, if you don't want to go to the war, fine. But in this country, you got the privilege to not go to war. I don't know what the hell Jim Jones talking about. Look, I'm 26. I don't know what I would do if you automatically had to enter the draft and be eligible for the war. Like if you automatically going overseas, like if you automatically got selected, obviously I know your name has to be entered in once you turn 18. But I'm saying if we had a draft, I don't know what I would do. That's a privilege in that. Wars are serious. There is no gratitude at night. Every day for a lot of these people, you don't know if you're going to live or not in a war. And you're talking about the mental abuse from being a rapper compared to being a war veteran. You brought up them having to kill kids. You think some of these war veterans want to kill kids? You think that their sergeant is telling them this is what we got to do? You think these people want to do that? I think this is the most disrespectful comments I've ever heard a rapper say. This is too disrespectful. I can't roll with it. Now, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment box below. Jim Jones believe, and I've interviewed Jim Jones before. I got nothing but respect for El Capo, but this is beyond disrespectful. I'm not rolling. I see what he's trying to say because you don't know where your enemy's at, but a lot of rappers don't have enemies, and some rappers bring their enemies to them. Everybody doesn't treat everybody right. Here's the conversation we don't want to have in rap, and I don't want to do it right now in light of Pop Smoke's passing. Some rappers, if you listen to their music, they were not the best of people. They're telling you, I'm not the best of people. I'm not the best person living. I ain't living right. They will admit that. And when some of that energy comes back to them, now we got to all act surprised and say, no, how can it be you? It couldn't have happened to my guy. Well, your favorite rapper been telling the niggas for 10, 15 years that he sleeps like a baby at night after he caught a body during the day. What? Here's a quick news break. What? I gotta what that one. With yours truly, Mr. TALIAFERRO. I don't know what the hell Jim Jones talking about. I disagree 100%. He wilding with that. I'm out.
I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
Got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now,
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.